whenever you like. Visit Hollywood360radio.com to subscribe. That's Hollywood360radio.com.
Where can we be a star athlete and imagine superstar? Where can you prepare for graduate school or your dream job and make friends for the journey? Where can you challenge your mind and inspire your soul? Experience a transforming education at LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. Learn more at lagrange.edu.
SRS Sports future in-house. Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees rely on their pitching to beat the Baltimore Orioles.
Louisiana outpitched Corbin Burns and Oswaldo Cabrera hit a two-run homer for the game's only runs as the Yankees shut out the Orioles 2-0. Neal threw a career-high 6 in the third innings while striking out 5 during his second win. Burns allowed the Cabrera home run and went 6 full, suffering the loss. Clay Holmes had a 5-out save for his 10th of the season. He says after the way Neal pitched, the fans had to come through.
It's fun to watch. We're all ready to get that game. I think it's just a fun game to be a part of. I think everybody down there was willing to get into it and contribute any way we could.
The Orioles offense managed just 3 hits. Craig Heist, Baltimore.
Other American League winners included Minnesota, Kansas City, and Cleveland. National League winners were San Diego, Miami, Chicago Cubs, and LA Dodgers. This is SRS Sports. Staying with baseball, interleague winners yesterday included Detroit, Milwaukee, Oakland, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Boston, and Washington. In the NBA playoffs, Jaylen Brown and Derek White each scored 25 points. The Boston Celtics advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals, beating the Miami Heat 118-84 in Game 5 last night. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic scored 20 of his 35 points in the second half and added 10 assists and 7 rebounds, propelling the Dallas Mavericks to a 123-93 victory over the LA Clippers in Game 5 and a 3-2 lead in the first round series. In the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs.
Good morning to you. Good morning. I'm trying to get the poll question up. Sorry about that, everybody.
Stars beating the Vegas Golden Knights 3-2 in Game 5. Elsewhere, the Edmonton Oilers beat the LA Kings 4-3 in Game 5 to win their first round series. This is SRN Sports.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.
Sorry about that, guys. We appreciate you being with us.
755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon.
Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newton's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are made
All good, RW. I got that, brother. How you doing? Let me go ahead. We'll try to see what we can do about getting you on sometime.
Or call 678-701-6114 to purchase my phone.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday
We're definitely gonna find a time to do that pretty soon. I got to get everything set up, RW. I appreciate your patience, my friend.
So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Because I'm not always doing this 24/7. So.
Every Friday morning at 3 a.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM. The key
Wow.
show Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden
Oh yeah, let's
messages
get rid of
that
this.
we
I don't
can
need that anymore.
We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at
No problem. I don't have shows on the weekends.
Let's share some wisdom together.
This is Holly Reese with Warrior Defenders. Tune in every Monday at 10:30 a.m. for Empower Strikes Back on WQEE, the Key 99.1 FM.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
I tell you what, folks, that sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. This channel is fire, he says. Well, we're getting ready to kick it off. Period number 1 of 3 periods of nonstop play. Are you guys ready to go on this True Crime Thursday? It's RyanORadio, Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, the one, the only Ryan Neal, and of course, oh, no doubt about that, I'm the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, shout it out loud across that RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and all over the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally the Jordan Communication of family radio stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, included right here at 99.1 FM, WQEE, the key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and much, much more. Straightforward, real news for you. Straightforward, what's going on. We're talking about all kinds of things from sports to news and everything in between. Great guest, so be ready for that. And to all my haters, well, I got one thing to say to you. Listen up, haters. No doubt about that. I am the man around here. Coming up next Wednesday, Histories and Mysteries. Brenda, and Histories and Mysteries. Sally Toole will join us next Wednesday instead of today. She is on the move, as you would say, traveling. So we're going to be having a lot going on. What's up, Professor Fade? How you doing, my friend? Like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube page as well, ladies and germs. We appreciate you being with us. We got a lot of true crime news we're going to get into. This morning, we'll talk about some stuff that's going on in Israel at war, get you some of the headlines you can read for yourself, and all over the WQEE key page. Logan Paul, the U.S. champion. Yeah, he's running from Braun Strowman after Monday. So I know you like him. I can say good things about him as far as like one star coming into the business to actually want to learn how to actually do the stuff. And want to do some stuff that's great. Newsflash. I didn't leave him. I had to do that for my listener. We got a good variety of people that vote, that are on both sides of the aisle, and I'm going to do that for my listener that put that on there for me. Got to do that for him. We appreciate you, my friend. NFT Zone. That's so cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of other stuff to talk about this morning. Yeah, facts. Everyone has a choice. There you go, brother. Thank you. See, I told people this is the real deal. What people don't like, or not people, what clickbaiters don't like, and the liars out there that play in the news and everything. You just signed. You did. Really? With who? What people don't understand is you guys are the real people talking all this stuff and giving your opinions, and no one is arguing. Wow. The clickbaiters like, look, we got to try to close these videos together and make people look like they dislike each other. Well, who did you just sign with? That's what I'm more interested in right now. Coming up this weekend is Backlash in France. We'll talk about that tomorrow morning on the show. And so RW SmackDown, we're going to really get into some wrestling tomorrow for you. I'll get you an update on what happened on AEW Dynamite later on this morning, but we won't get deep into it. But there we go. Travis Kelce has been signed to the WWE. Really? I know that Patrick Mahomes made a debut Monday, but I have to check that out first. Make sure, you know me, I got to get my facts straight because I don't want to put something out there. But I appreciate you getting that to me. All right, guys, we got 3 hours of nonstop play of sports, entertainment, and more in this True Crime Thursday. So we're going to talk a lot of true crime news to get you ready for that. And I like to, if I get into some of them, I like to dive deeper into it and everything. And we'll talk about in America, the one thing, serial killers. We had that question on yesterday, and this morning we'll get into more of that. Goodbye for now, my friends. The truth is out there. Thank you, Professor Fate. Don't leave, Professor Fate. You're going to make me cry, buddy. I know you got an important job, but you need to tell your bosses there in the government that it's important to listen to a real news show. So, especially one that's going to do a fun poll question like this morning. Well, we did more of a true crime yesterday on Weird Wednesday, so I just was back from the dead. Think about it. Dead, true crime. Which of these classic soap operas can make a comeback from the dead? The Guiding Light, 20% of you. As the World Turns, 10% of you. One Life to Live, with some of those characters moving on to General Hospital, 30% of you. And All My Children will get 40% of the votes because I think I have one of the most famous actors playing a part on there or something. I don't know anything about the show. I just know that people watch these shows. You guys probably know more about that. Just like when I had my friend Professor Fate drop some stuff in, or Red Bricks drop some stuff in, I learned some things, or ABC from Russia dropped something in. We like to learn things here, everything. So we got our good friends in here. So most of you probably know about that. So we appreciate you guys. Did a little fun poll question. Tomorrow, since we're heading into the weekend, I'm kind of thinking about a wrestling question. We'll find out. I'll think about that tomorrow. Calhoun 56 says, what's it mean seeing dead relatives in your dream? Are they, here's the question, brother. Jason says you're going to die. He probably knows more about it than I do. So let's see. Are they already passed away, or are they someone who's alive? Because there's 100 million reasons, but Jason gave his first one, so he probably knows more than I know he knows more than I do, probably. Not probably. He jumped right in there and said, you're going to die. So he knows. I would try to say it nicely as it might be some around. It might be meaning that you are missing something in your life, or missing that particular person in your life, and you need to make up with them. Oh, they're dead and dead on their own. Oh, died on their own. Okay. Well, maybe you've got some leftover feelings. I mean, I'm not a therapist, so, but maybe it's some lingering feelings that you have, and you need you've got some forgiveness issues with them. And once you give that forgiveness issues over, then it's like, okay, boom, it's over. Hopefully it doesn't mean what Jason says. I'm hoping not. But he seems to probably know more than we do. So there you go. Okay, you're going to be fine just having lingering feelings, feelings like the host said. There you go. So that's probably what I would say. And now that's from reading something that you off of some of these Psychology Today things. But I'm going to ask the therapist that comes in on Wednesday here. I'll ask him when he comes in next week that question for you. But I'm thinking it is, you probably got, like, you were mad at them, or some, that's why it's best to try to get along with everybody in your family. Because let's go ahead and tell you this. You're not all going to agree politically. You're not all going to agree on every little thing. You're not going to agree even religiously, and everything. So it's best to love the person in your family the best you can and try to get along, even if they get on your nerves. Because sometimes you got that member, Uncle Leroy. He's just going to be in all over you all the time about every little thing. So, and he might believe in something that you don't believe in. It might be a conspiracy theory, real conspiracy theory, we're going to say, or something like that. So uncle and an ex-girlfriend that died a year apart. What's that? Ooh, I don't know. The uncle, I'm pretty sure you've got lingering feelings for both. The uncle, you might have had a problem with it growing up and some of his being strict on you. And then the ex-girlfriend is probably just whatever you guys, I don't want to know your personal problems. So whatever personal problems you guys probably had. This is listener takeover at the beginning of the show, guys. Inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary, I'm Ryan O'Neal. Sleazy is on with us. I love that name. How do I fix the faintest amount of image burned from my projector's lens? I don't know how to do that. You might have to ask Professor Fate if he's still on. But I'm glad you asked me that question. Jason says, if you see a family member that's alive, it usually means you're going to have, you're going to have a good look. Oh, I love that. All right. See you, my friend. Yes, Sleazy, I'm sorry. I don't know how to repair one of those. Professor Fate. He works for the Australian government. That's on with us. He probably knows how to fix one of those. You know how, even though the governments have been flat screen computers since the 1950s, he was on here, so hopefully he pops back in. If not, I will contact a computer expert or something. Are you at a school trying to fix it or something like that? Sleazy one. I like that. Sleazy Juan. Oh, that's a cool name. Oh, yeah. So, Professor, come on if you can and help him out. All right, ladies and germs, we got a lot to talk about. 24 minutes past the hour. 58 degrees, beautiful sunny skies in the metro Atlanta area. Time and temperature all brought to you in part by those wonderful folks over at Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall. I don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike on the crew can exterminate and lay the smack down for you. It's not burned and terrible. It's just made out the, okay. Oh, you got a home set up. Okay. Well, I would probably contact a local movie theater because the experts there that know how to run the movies, if they're not able to tell you, they can get you a number that can help you out, Sleazy. So contact your local movie theater provider, like your local movie theater. They would know because they especially back in the day. Or you could also contact somebody at a local museum or your local area museum, because they could probably contact you to somebody who knows about these that used to run an old movie theater back in the old days. So there's a couple of ways you could probably talk to somebody about that, and it could help you out. And they could tell you what they could do. So that would be my advice, is contact those people, either your local movie theater or your local museum that would know someone who can get you in trouble or get you in contact with somebody. If I can't fix it, I think I'll have to go get a dip. Sucks, I was trying to avoid paying TV prices. I know what you mean. There. Yeah, the sun is shining all over me, right? Some sunshine on your face, first thing, can't beat it. Yep, that's right, Calhoun. Can definitely not beat it in this early morning hours. All right, let's see what we got. Headline news. And most of this, guys, you can go to our WQEE page and read for yourself. We give you the headlines. We'll talk about some things, but most of the headlines we give you, we'll let you read for yourself and make your own thoughts and opinions. Isn't that weird? That I trust you not to tell you what I think it should be. Always been like that in broadcast radio, my friends. Always been like that. U.S. Secretary, Jason's giving you some advice. Sleazy, look at it. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel in the Middle East on Wednesday as the Biden administration pushes to secure a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war and prevent it from its allies from invading southern Gaza and everything. Blinken ended the 3-day trip to the country. And Wednesday, he continues to push for a ceasefire that includes the release of Israel hostages held by Iran-backed Hamas. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on there with that. So he has the deal. He said the deal is generous on part of Israel and has been presented to Hamas, whom they are waiting for a response, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking to reporters in Israel about his multi-hour meeting with Netanyahu, Anthony Blinken said that Israel has made compromises on a deal and of course its desire to get it done with Hamas now in control of their deciding side. So there you go. So that's what's going on there. There you go, Sleazy. Get it taken. It's pretty much easy. Oh, man. Thank you, Jason, for your help, my friend. So I knew there would be somebody to do something about it on there. See, we always learn something on these feeds. I don't know why, but we always do. Should I crack or roll and rock? It's 4 a.m. No, wait till about 6 your time. Oh, wow. We're getting ready to take a break in just a few moments. Some other headlines for you. Making headlines that you can read for yourself as well. Hot summer expected to bring above average temperatures to the United States. Going to be a hot one this summer. No children hurt as shooter is neutralized outside of Wisconsin Middle School. Also, a man charged with murder in London with the sword attack that killed a 14-year-old child. These stories and more coming up for you, and you can check out our WQEE page, the Facebook page. Follow, like, and subscribe. If you can't become a friend, you can follow the page for news all day in sports and more. They're coming to get me, oh my, I hear the background. I know, man. I got to get some blinds. I told the company to get some blinds, Calhoun, but you know what? They're like, no. Who cares? I'm like, but it's blinding me in the mornings, and then I got viewers trying to watch. Who cares? That's what happens. You work for somebody else. And of course, I tell you what, if it was me that owned all this, which there's some things coming about. If it was me that owned all this, I'd still not buy no blinds because I'm cheap too, Calvin. Back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put you guys in the penalty box. Stay tuned. More RyanORadio Penitentiary on the way right here on 99.1 FM WQEE and worldwide. Yeah, great. It's good vitamin D for me, though. I'll take that. I probably need it. Well, I don't probably need it. I definitely need it. And since I've got part Native American in me, part Seminole, when I'm out in the sun, my skin just darkens, and I don't get sunburned. So that's the cool thing. I guess I'm like one of those lizards that can change colors. Shh, don't tell nobody that. They'll think I'm a lizard person. Well, Sleazy, I hope you get it fixed, my brother. I really do. Let's get rid of this. Oh, why would I get rid of that? Okay. There we go. Cool, Calhoun. Cool, my brother. The sun is definitely good. Here in about 5 or 10 minutes, the sun's going to go this direction, and all of a sudden there won't be anything. Always about this time of morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's always like this. And I'd rather stand up during my show. That's why, guys, I'm standing up during my show. I could actually sit down, but I like to move with the microphone. Atlanta, the Atlanta area. Where are you from, brother? Or not from, I live in the Atlanta area.
Cashback account from Southern States Bank, where debit card transactions earn you cash back. With our Southern Rewards cashback account, you can earn up to $30 a month. Sign up for your Southern Rewards cashback account today. Terms and conditions apply. Visit your nearest branch or check us out online at southernstatesbank.net to learn more. Southern States Bank, your bank, your rewards. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and MLS number 410611.
Coming to Sweet Bank Apple VA Mr. Kia 2024.
Woo, there we go. All right, go like, subscribe, and share. Well, I'm loving the votes, though. Oh, you're in California. I've been out to California. There's parts of California I really like. Good morning, Pete. How you doing? I'll tell the Navajo Nation you said hey when I get back on the air. There's like a few of them. There's like a couple of old western towns there in California where the tourists could come in. I like some of those little smaller areas. Too much traffic in Hollywood and stuff, but there's parts of California that's pretty cool. Maybe, I don't know where you're at, but we all in trouble. Baseball fan, obviously. You got that right. We are all in trouble. Hello, Tango. Vlog. How are you? I'm doing good. How about you? Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Yeah, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you're at. Central Valley, California. Is it just hot there? Because I've heard some pretty decent things about it, Calhoun 56, and everything, but it must just be really bad hot weather. And Tango Vlog is with us this morning. Good morning to you. Thanks, brother. Also, good morning to Pete. Says good morning to everybody, including the Navajo Nation. Navajo Nation says good morning back to you. There you go. I appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you're at worldwide. We are here with you on this True Crime Thursday. We're going to dive into some true crime news. Got a little wrestling wrap up for you, but we'll get more deep into that tomorrow morning. And since we had Randy Rocket Cody on yesterday, and we were talking about the Zodiac Killer, and I kind of went with killers and serial killers yesterday, we won't be able to do that question on this True Crime Thursday. So what's coming back from the dead? Baseball fan. Woo! Which one's your favorite baseball team? We are all in trouble. Let me know in the feed. Who you for? And it doesn't always mean that you live in that area either, I know. Thanks for subscribing, guys. Which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback from the dead? You know, a lot of people come back from the dead on these soap operas. In real life, none of us come back from dead. It's just not right. I don't know. We're never imprisoned on an island for 10 years and then come back. I don't know. Anyway, isn't that like one of the things that I don't know? Which of these classic soap operas can make a comeback? 31% say The Guiding Light. 12% say As the World Turns. One Life to Live is getting 23%, with a few of their characters that popped over to General Hospital. And All My Children's got 35% of you guys' votes. Continue voting this morning, because Monday we had 102 votes at the end of the morning. As I was asking you, that question was, which of the candidates president? All three of them, and none was the answer. Also, then Tuesdays, was about which wartime show, and yesterday was, and we had like 60 of that, and we had a whole lot yesterday as well on which of the serial killers were most dangerous. And he said Jeffrey Dahmer won that one. Hillbilly Harry, happy birthday to you, my friend. Oh, you don't know what baseball is. Braves blanked the bed last year. They did. They'll probably do it again this year, Cal. Happy birthday, Hillbilly Harry, and hope you celebrate your birthday in style today. Oh, we are in trouble. You don't know birthday. Oh, you don't know baseball. Okay. Where are you from? We are all in trouble. Tango, where are you from? Let us know in the feed there, everybody. We're about almost 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Time and temperature is currently 58 degrees, brought to you by Active Pest Control in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan, town in Noonan. Of course, time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Calvin says, I can't talk smack because I'm an Angels fan. Yeah. And you know what? There was a certain player that went to the Dodgers that he got very popular for going to the Dodgers over there and, all that betting odds and stuff. So at least you don't have to deal with that as an Angels fan, right? At least you don't have to deal with one of your starting pitchers having someone who is in trouble for a lot of gambling debts. So, and the Angels, look, the Dodgers are somebody that the Braves are like, they took Freddie Freeman, and Freddie Freeman didn't want to go. And that's kind of the enemy of the Braves. Braves fans are not against Angels fans. I always thought the Angels were a pretty cool team. So, but hey, that's how it is, Calhoun. Hillbilly Harry, tell us where you're from, as well as our good friend Tango tell you where. I just subscribed. Thank you. I love soap operas. I am what? Sofa King, excited to eat mop who tonight. Okay. All right. Way to go. Is that Keith? Kif? That sounds like the guy from Futurama. Kif? All right. There you go. Yeah, I dropped in the soap opera thing because I was going to do a true crime one, but we did that one yesterday. So I'm like, let me just throw this one in since it can come back from the dead and it's True Crime Thursday. Keffin. Okay, Keffin. What's up, Dean? How you doing, my friend? ABC from Russia's back. How you doing? Thank you, Dean. We appreciate you. Oh, what's happening here? I'm just standing here in the studio, my friend, getting all the news we can for all the people out there that need it. And let you guys read the news on our WQEE page and make up some of your own minds. That's how we do. I just put my lady into the first Matrix movie. She's hooked. Oh, man. We talked about those Matrix. Yes, she'll probably be doing that. You're at work, popping at 5:41 a.m. It is. You're a couple hours behind us there. Yes, I'm on the East Coast, bro. You must be on the West Coast because it's 5:41 there. You got to be up early working, Dean. You and the Roosters are the only ones up out on the West Coast. And Calhoun, you guys are the only two up on the West Coast this morning. I bet you guys like that. Like, yes, sir. You're like, we like that because there's no traffic. We don't have to deal with other people. Get off early. I'm an early bird too. I'm here at 5 a.m. my time, so I love that early bird stuff to get home early while everybody else is still having to work. AB says, I watched Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. It was a little cartoonish, but overall a good movie. Cool, ABC. I'm glad you were able to enjoy that, my friend. Dang. No traffic. He gets out at 1. Dean, you must work for the city or one of those type of jobs. Dean's got an important job. 1 a.m. Wow, bro. Got to be working 5 or something. Wow. Whew. That's the true hardworking Americans right there, guys. And Dean's like, I choose this shift because I don't have to be around other people. Believe me, I know, brother. Believe me, I know. Hello from Dubai. Are you doing all right? God bless you, man, as well. Yeah, he must do some concrete. Listeners, yeah, I know you guys are like, what's going on? We're reading some of our great viewers here. Listener questions. Green, what a cool name. He says, where's the moral? Where is the morals? Where's the decency? Where can I buy weed? Oh, I don't know where you can buy weed. So there you go. But the other two, man, it's all gone. Those are all gone. So, but if you can go to Colorado, they'll get in California, you can get it either way if you're in those areas. No big deal. We are all in trouble. Said it's a state, part of the USSR. So you're part of the USSR. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I hate that you had a. See, Calhoun's saying you can buy all the weed you want in California. See there? See there? See there? See there? I got to do a little sports news for you right quick because you know what? It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. A little sports news. Sometimes some dirty bird news. Thank you, Dog. See, Green? People love to help out those. You're like, dude did not judge us. Nope, we don't do that. We don't judge anybody. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. And the Falcons head quarterback, Kirk Cousins, is not too happy with that choice we were telling you about. Yeah, my boy is back, RW SmackDown. So there you go. But Kirk Cousins is saying he's kind of uncomfortable. He'll be there for the next 4 or 5 years, but you got to have Michael Penix Jr. is an up-and-comer. I feel like it's a great background, a secondary quarterback in case Kirk Cousins does get injured. I've said that and personally say that as a Falcons fan, that I'm not going to sit here and get into why do they do this and why do that? Arthur Blank's got the money to pay 2 quarterbacks good money. I wish he'd pay me to talk about the Falcons. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is a normal studio and suite. Thank you very much. In other sports news, New York Mets fans got pelted with hot dogs, guys. Check this out. This is what baseball is for those who don't know. Hot dogs with a record-selling 44,269 on hot dog night as the Mets beat, I think it was the Cubs in the ninth inning. It was dollar night hot dogs, and one guy was throwing them at everybody. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Travis was at WrestleMania 40. Loved it. Cousins is just scared. You got that right, Calhoun. You got that right. He shouldn't be. He's getting paid all that money for the next, 4 or 5 years? Heck, put me on the bench and pay me millions. No, but he comes from our generation, guys, Calhoun and Dean. He comes from our generation of, we're going to get paid and we might as well work. But, if you're going to pay me the millions of dollars to sit on the sideline or just go out there for one inning, I'm going to do it. Put the young guy in. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about the hot dogs being tossed there and people, Mets fans like, whoa, too many hot dogs to the face. Come on, my dirty-minded people. You know what you're thinking. Oh, you watched Velma season 2 before you, Ryan. I don't know if that's achievement or but I did. My roommate likes Velma, so she made me. Hey, our man, Shay B is going to watch that and talk about it. Yeah. Andrew Planas, my lovely bride, is on. What's up? Who was the guy who was singing Jay Uso's theme song? Some hip hop artist that he did. Talk about that Cubs versus Mets blown call. Yeah, I love it. I love it. ABC said it had a few good episodes. This season finale was poo poo. He says, wow. All right, I put up a question for the female, most of the female audience, but some of you males watch. And since it's True Crime Thursday, the reason I put this up is back from the dead. How many of these evil characters or people that have been kidnapped and put on islands that people thought were dead came back from the dead? So which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback from the dead? The Guiding Light, 35% of you, which started on radio. As the World Turns, got 10% of the votes. One Life to Live, with some of their characters moved on over to General Hospital. They're getting 20% of the votes. And All My Children, of course, is probably taking the top. Is tied at number one with 35% of the votes. I think that had one of the more popular actresses. I don't remember her name, but some of you might. ABC said you voted Guiding Light, but All My Children is one of the more popular ones. So there you go. I'm cracking a rolling rock. I don't have to work today. Sounds cool. Parts of California, I know that it's a little irritating there with you, but you're going to have a beautiful day. But the heat, man, that heat there, bro. And that's probably why Dean, who's on with us, says, hey, I'm going to go to work at 1 a.m. and be off by 6. Intelligent. Or I'm up at 1 a.m. and go to work. Intelligent. RW wants to ask, he'd be good now. He's 12, guys. So watch some of the things you say. He's 12. What do pigs use in the shower? What do pigs use in the shower, RW Smackdown? We'll find that out after the break. Hog water. Oh, Jadine. What's up, Red Bricks? My brother from Detroit, and he's got Native American in him. And he's the one to let us know what was here before everything else was supposedly here. I've never watched any of them. I used to blaze my woman about watching that stuff. Women love those shows. Heck, there's only, 4 out now? Soap operas out now? I know my wife does. Oh, I don't know if I can do that one, Steve, but you can go ahead and put it in there if you want to. Gito Planet, my brother, who enjoys the daily devotion too, which we'll get to in just a few. Congress is voting to criminalize Israel's government as a part of the Bible claiming Jews killed Christ. The Israel government is evil. That's his thoughts. There you go. Hello, broadcast brother. Steve, I can't. Steve. Man, that's not right. Anyway, I'm not going to say that and get myself in trouble, but that's not right. You're funny. BK says on the air, hello, broadcast brother. What's up, BK on the air? My man that knows everything. This is the man that knows television, radio, and everything from old radio shows to new movies and everything. BK on the air, my brother, broadcast brother, real radio man too. ABC says, but I feel like Grinch because of that anyway. Don't worry about it. Steve, man, that wasn't right. Which of these classic soap operas could come back from the dead? The Guiding Light, 33%. All My Children, 33%. One Life to Live, 21%. And As the World Turns, 12%. RW Smackdown says, why do cows wear bells? We'll tell you after the break. Oh, man, Steve. That's just not right, brother. their homes, horns don't work. That is good. Now remember, everybody, I'm letting you know that RW Smackdown is young. So there you go. So let's kind of think about that when we're in here giving comments too. Be respectful. Most of you guys are all respectful. I'm not worried about none of you. We are all in trouble. You don't have to be sorry for whatever you have to. You don't have to be sorry for whatever you feel. Gino Planet, brother, I'm going to pray for you, my friend. Someone has been micro-dosing shrooms. I'm sure they have. Probably so. But hey, if that's what they want to do, we're not going to judge them, right? Do your, be you, do you, as they would say.
We look forward to meeting you soon.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Hey, Carl here from Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newton's own addiction.
What kind of tea is hard to swallow? I think we all in trouble. He's talking about somebody else as a friend of his. Yeah. What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality. Reality. That is a good one. Zigzag, the parrot answers. Oh, man. All right, Steve, please. Oh, man, no, I can't do that. All right, Zigzag, and all you said you see is I only see rainbows. That's all. Gosh, sorry, Zigzag. What's up, Fortnite? Obviously, this is a professional on the Fortnite game. I bet you can go to their page, like it, and they're probably showing you how to properly play Fortnite. All right, everybody, welcome back in. We got Fortnite with us here this morning, ABC. VIA with others. Yo, what's up? Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you for subbing. It's VIA with others in the house. What galaxy are we in? Oh, I don't know. Just different things. Steve's on with us too, having a good time. You suck at Fortnite? Hey, at least you're honest, brother. At least you're honest. Ah, Zigzag. Whoa, he said, what galaxy are we from? Samsung Galaxy. Oh, that is awesome, Zigzag. That is awesome. VIA says, I suck at Fortnite too. I bet you guys are better than I am. I've never played it, so you probably know better than I am. Thank you guys for tuning in here. We appreciate everybody. Why is Cinderella so bad? Why is Cinderella so bad at soccer? There you go. That's what RW SmackDown saying. All right, which of these soap operas before we head into the break? It's True Crime Thursday. We're going to do some true crime news for you this morning. Red Bricks, I've never played either. Yeah, we're probably a little older there, Red Bricks. Which of these classic soap operas could you see making a comeback from the dead? You get the dead. As the World Turns, 11% of the votes, One Life to Live, 20% of the votes, All My Children and The Guiding Life both tied at 34% of the votes. Hey, you think it's April Fool's? It's April Fool's. Oh, this is a radio show, VIA, and we're doing radio news and true crime stories today. All right, back in a moment. We're going to take a break. She kept on running away from the ball. Captain Hot Buns. I hope no so comeback. They are so cheap. They are too cheesy. What's up, Captain Hot Buns? You know what happens when you assume? Yeah, I know what happens when I assume. It makes that ass out of me. Sometimes you, but mostly me. Roses red, violets or blush. Wait a minute. If it wasn't for Jesus, we'd all be. Oh no, man, no, I could get into that. VIA with others says police arrest 2 kids yesterday. One was drinking battery acid. What? And the other was eating fireworks. They're charged one and let the other one off. At first, he led that into like it was a real news story, and then oh God. Captain Albon said, I never did. You never did watch the soap opera, so there you go. Oh my goodness. Thank you, VIA with others. That was a good one. I love it. All right, we're going to take a break. Back in a moment. More coming up at period number 2 with, and like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube page. This is a cool feed this morning. Again. Why do bees have sticky hair? That's going to have something to do with honey, I know.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Newton, Sharpsburg.
You think they're lost? They need help? Yep, you're making an ass out of you and me. Yep, that's what assume means. Most time it's out of me. They use honeycomb. Oh, dadgummit, you kids are, man, making me laugh. Thank you, VIA with others. I appreciate you, my friend. I love having everybody on here having a good time. Everybody this is Red Bricks. This is the way it is. And some of you've been on the other day, saw somebody that was on here that was trying to be a troublemaker and everybody else. This is the way life really is right here. And then we've got, even though I block, I don't know if their kids are smart though. Even though I try to block, it says not made for kids. We still get some young people on here. So that's why we kind of keep it the way it is. And I love that my comedians on here are giving funny, clean jokes. Tomorrow we're going to do a wrestling poll just for you, RW, just for you. My woman is so mad I'm spending my time watching you instead of snuggling her right now. Well, pull her over to the screen and snuggle her because you'll be sleeping on the couch, Calvin. Steve says, I'm a young 45 years old. I believe it. I believe it. You're part of us, Generation X. We grew up with Metallica and Nirvana and Guns N' Roses and Snoop Dogg and D-Generation X and NWO. I am so disconnected from reality right now. I don't know what the heck I'm doing anymore. Well, we are all trouble. We are all in trouble. You're gonna be good. We'll pray for you for real. And I know that you're gonna be good. Just keep staying in here. And the Lost Boy, Steve, yes. The original one, yeah. Kiefer Sullivan was in it. We go that far back, don't we, Steve? Zigzag. Let's see, my buddy Zigzag. He said, one day I saw a video that made me cry. When I remembered, it made me mad. When I saw it, it made me laugh. And that video was Titanic. What? Rose pushing Jack into the ocean. No. There's not enough room for you up here, Jack. Hey, there's plenty of room for both of us. Nope, you're not getting up here to get my dress read. Yes, Steve, yeah. We're talking about some old stuff there. We're getting old. Oh, you're already on the couch, Calhoun? Oh, man. Rule number 1, the woman is always right. Rule number 2, if you know the woman's wrong, see rule number 1, says Pete. That's why Pete doesn't sleep on the couch most of the time. I don't say he's never has, but I'm just saying. Thank you, VIA with others coming back. We're still at break, guys. Pete is wise. That's right, Red Bricks. A wise man. Look, guys, that's why we have to start watching some of these soap operas so we know what women want us to act like. Those men on there, they know. See, we watch wrestling and treat women like the wrestlers treat the women. They watch soap operas and expect us to act like those men, but we act like The Rock and Roman Reigns and Stone Cold. Yeah. Pete, those rules don't apply. I opt out. Laugh out loud to Captain Hot Buns. We are all in trouble. Says, where I'm from, women can cut your privates off if you, mess her over. Well, they pretty much can do that in America too. That's why Pete gave those rules. First, they put you on the couch. Then they make you clean the house. And number 3, if you mess up, they do that one there. We are all in trouble. Because most of the time they're holding on to those. Most of the time the wife is holding on to those in their purse. Sneaking in the couch when she falls asleep. Okay. Oops, says Major. Nah. I think that people misunderstand that because there's a lot of, let's just say there's a lot of people that make millions and millions of dollars off of people. And it's easy to make millions of dollars off of people by like the way the media does and telling people on the left and on the right certain things. So people have been using the Bible just to control people. That's who's been controlling people, is the people that are getting up in front of all these people and go, hey, it's a great day. And welcome to my big church in Houston, if you know who I mean. No. The poor can't come in here and have a place to stay. But, hey, if you give me a couple of dollars, I'll tell you that you're going to be a millionaire. Those Steve. All right, Zigzag. Zigzag. Let me read what he said before I go on. When I went to China, went to a place, I forgot the name, and there was a sign that said, "Watch out for rock." When I saw it, it was The Rock. Counterfeit money is illegal. Yes, but cryptocurrency is legal worldwide now. Yep, you're right. Calhoun, how did you know that's who I was talking about? Yeah, we're at that age. We grew up going, wait a minute. We grew up with preachers that would have fire and brimstone preachers that really told us what was wrong with us. And then we turned him on and go, you're going to have everything you want. Put the money in the basket. Like, wait a minute. My preacher used to tell me I'm going to hell. How come you don't tell me that, Joel? I don't believe in those people. None of them people ever got my money. I help I'm a local preacher who actually opens up his doors in the wintertime for the homeless around here. And we serve them food and have a place for them to stay when it gets below certain degrees. And we serve them breakfast every month at another place. So, that's the real deal. Not the Osteens of the world. Don't get my carpet dirty. Not in my church, says Calhoun. Don't get my carpet dirty. Not in my church. Not those dirty people. Those. Oh, he did, RW. Wow. I'd like to see a comic version of that. Oh my goodness, guys, in our feed, it's going wild this morning. I love it. You got to understand, I love it. Everybody's on with us this morning. We got some other stuff we were talking about. So if you're not on the YouTube feed, you didn't get the special behind the scenes discussion we got going on. Not saying it. Wow. Let's kick it off. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, Ryan O'Neal. And of course, watching now some Joe Rogan, Calhoun says. Why he's watching me. Wow. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout it out loud. Across the RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally, the Jordan Communication of Family Radio Stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, including right here at 99.1 FM, WQEE, the key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and guess what? We're even more news. It's the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown with yours truly. We welcome everybody in all over the world and all over the United States and everywhere. We appreciate you tuning in to us and staying with us this morning. Steve, that made me laugh. And to all our haters, we got this to say to them. Tell them, Triple H. Whether anybody likes it or not, I am the man around here, whether they like it or not. Well, I need to get that true crime up. Joke says, yeah, go ahead and put your jokes in there. It's no problem. We have a good time. Good, clean jokes we got in here and everything and reality and everything. So there you go. Sweet Leaf's asking about the daily devotion off the Navajo Nation. We'll get to that here in a few, my friend. You know we'll definitely do that for sure. Well, we're into period number 2 at 12 minutes past the hour. The sun is finally trying to get out of my eyes here. For those of you who've been on me for a while, go, wow, you see it's finally getting out of his eyes. And of course, we're holding that. Can you believe it? We're holding that. 58 degrees under beautiful sunny skies in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan and Atlanta. There you go. Brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Guess what? We don't care for all those. Michael McGrew can exterminate, and exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. They can. Yeah, they try to do things like that. We are all not here, or we're all in trouble. I'm sorry. I just shared with my neighbor and mother-in-law as well as his wife. Oh, my neighbor's mother-in-law. Well, good morning to them. Say good morning to them. Thank them for being part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary as well. All right. It's True Crime Thursday. We're going to dive into that in just a few moments. But first, I want to ask the poll question this morning. Since we had the poll question on serial killers yesterday during our time with Randy Rocket Cody from the metalden.com. If you missed that show from yesterday, you missed a heck of a show. Today's poll is, which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback from the dead? You get it? Comeback from the dead. Yeah. The Guiding Light is 33% of the votes. As the World Turned, 11% of the votes. 19% of the votes with One Life to Live. And All My Children is 37% of the votes. And there's some woman that was a star on there. I don't know. I can't remember her name right now. Some of you might remember her. She was the biggest star on there. I guess that's why everybody loved All My Children. There you go. Why did the old man fall in the well, says RW Smackdown. He couldn't see that well. Oh! Guys, remember, he is a young adult, so we got to laugh. It's funny. And it is funny. I'm not just laughing because it's not funny. It is funny. Everybody on here is like, man, RW's been funny all morning. Clean it up and turn off the soaps. Oh, that's right. Turn them soaps off. They're a little too dirty. They don't do what they used to do. Now they're more action and show than just somebody laying around, two adults laying around going, that was the greatest excitement in my life is being in this bed with you. They don't do all that anymore. They actually have storylines now. Like wrestling's got storylines, except for AEW. Well, they come up with one storyline and it doesn't work. Now I see this hand and a time I see there. Greetings, Mr. Alford. Is that who I think it is? It's got to be. If it is who I think it is, when you come back, you can always lead a horse to water, but you still need a step ladder to. Well, there, I can't say that on the radio. Do I want to hear a dirty joke? Go ahead, Steve. The horse fell in the mud. Yes, I knew it was Pastor Alford. It's been a while since I saw you, Pastor. How you been doing, my friend? We miss you here at the station. They're blowing the horn out here for you. See, they're blowing the horn. They're happy to see you, Pastor. Good, I'm glad. I know you've probably been everywhere, man, doing your thing. So there you go. RW Smackdown says, nice AW joke. It's true, though. Yep, you're right, my brother. It is. I'm worried about Pastor Alford being here. He's going to understand the concept of it there. We're half inspirational radio, but we got a lot of young people that are watching this, and I didn't know because I thought they were blocked, but they were able to get in here. So it's partly kind of respectful to them, Steve. Our age, our generation is fighting for the youth, and everything. So even though we grew up with D-Generation X, we're like, no. You can't watch D-Generation X like us. You kids got to. John Moxley gets paid $6 million to deliver a short storyline. Got that right. Give us a joke, WQEE Rock 8612. Well, I don't know. My jokes are usually making fun of all the stories we talk about. I have to wait till I get. Got to be dirty in the past to be clean in the future. No joke. Amen, brother. You're right, Steve. You are correct. But, you know, I hate to say it like this. I know we looked at it back then as it wasn't so bad. And then we look at today going, maybe we shouldn't have been doing the D-Generation X crotch chop all the time. But, I mean, come on, Triple H is not a bad guy. I look up to him. Tell the kids no soaps, be good and dirty. That's right. Be good and dirty, kids. Oh, and Zigzag knows how to give some comedy without it being. Yeah, he knows how to get around and tell those jokes. That's the kind of jokes I like too. This is the mood of a mother. When I don't eat much, she's angry. When I eat too much, she's angry. When I'm eating healthy, she gets angry and makes me eat junk food. What? When I eat junk food, she gets angry. She just gets angry at anything you eat. She just don't like what you're eating. You can't have that Hershey bar. But then when you're like, okay, I'm going to eat some broccoli. Broccoli? You can put cheese on it. Yeah, because the cheese is what I really want. Oh, I did. I set on my email, I did set the age limit on there. No, can't do that when RW is SmackDown. We can't do those kind of jokes in here. Peace. Right. Potato. Potato. Hello from Gail and the Zoo Crew in Tennessee. Saying good morning to everybody. She's sharing the show and listening. As always, I know she is one of the original OGs of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. VIA with others is chat. Yeah, go ahead and chat with him or her. I don't know which one that is. I didn't ask. And it's probably none of my business. So. All right, let's do some true crime news for you at 21 minutes past the hour. We are holding at 58 degrees in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area. News, weather, traffic, and more. Brought to you in part by our friends at Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Do you own a doghouse? No, I don't own a doghouse. Shout out Potato. I had to do that for you, DR 007. Shyster, DR 007. What do you call two ducks and one cow? I don't know. Zigzag. There you go. What he said. You guys are crazy. Hey, yeah, you know, you have to shout it out. All right, let's get into Harvey Weinstein, somebody we can make fun of. Time to make fun of Harvey Weinstein. Quackers and milk. Oh, that's cool. Then you must be a homosexual, not my joke. No, I'm not. Callum 56, you're going to make me cry. Okay. All right, Harvey Weinstein is facing a New York hearing now on the possibility of that rape retrial that he got let go of. And Harvey Weinstein is scheduled to appear in a Manhattan Superior Court that can retrial, that could lead to another retrial in his case. He's got 23 years right now in New York and another 16 coming in California. Me too, Red Bricks, me too. Oh, I'm gonna hear about that in a minute. So that's a true crime. He, let's put him out. Let's put him under the jail forever. Harvey Weinstein. He's 71 years old. He's trying to jump and do things. Yeah, they're retrying him. They're probably retrying him. They probably dropped the additional charges to retry him and make him go to life instead of 23 years in New York. He gets life there, and then once he's dug up, dies, and they dig his body up, they'll send his body to California. It's been 16 years. Captain Hot Bun says, did you hear about the guy swinging a brick over the over I-40 interstate? No, man, a truck driver. Oh, really? A truck driver got hit with the brick through his window. They arrested the truck driver for armed robbery. Oh, Lord, really? Is that a joke or is that real? Because we don't mess with truck drivers in here. How does Earth Vader like his toast? What do you call a fish without eyes? He watched soap operas. Harvey Weinstein thought he was in the soap opera. Kind of like that John Candy movie, Delirious. Guys, go back and watch that one. They really make fun of soap operas on there. Oh, whew, thank you. It's a joke, Captain Hot Buns. Thank you. It's a joke because the armed got ripped off when the brick swung in the window. Oh. Zigzag says, what do you call a fish without an eye? FSH. Ah, that's a good one. Zigzag. I love my listeners. They're so funny. You should try growing a goatee. I did have one before. I shaved it so I could look better for you guys this morning. But I'll grow it back if you want me to. All right. Some nice people on here. Funny people on here. Good people on here. The rest of the world will be like, if everybody was like all of you guys, nah, it's, what do you call a fish without a mouth? A bass? No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see what else. An investigation is underway after a young child, a boy, was reported dead from injuries in Spalding County, Georgia over the weekend. Zachary Watley, 11 years old, was shot as a bystander because, according to his father, a group of men around 11:13 p.m. was coming looking for his oldest son and have a problem with his oldest. I'm not laughing at this news story. I'm laughing at Steve. Laughing at his oldest son. I'm not laughing at his oldest son. They were coming looking for him and they shot. I can't believe a kid getting shot over somebody having a problem. And it was probably over one little thing, a little money for a little marijuana. Probably so. Most of these people are shooting each other over some little things. And I'm talking about some of you young people. Please, to the young people listening, if you're going to do something, get it, go through the proper channels to get it. Remember, you got younger brothers and younger sisters. Don't make somebody mad. And if you're going to buy something from somebody, pay them. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I'm just saying if you're going to do it, just don't, get yourself caught up in getting shot or something. Ugh, wow. Professor Fade is back. He likes that dark side. Oh, that's so funny. Did you know a frog can jump higher than a building because the building can't jump? Oh, I can't watch the rocket launch on the 26th from Queensland, Australia. Find the truth questions, everything a lot of loved guys and girls. Hope we can talk again soon. Yes, we will be watching it for sure. Steven, what's up, my brother? I know we got a Steven. I think this is Steven from yesterday. He wanted his sneakers. It's bad, man, how stuff. We got to pray for these people, guys. We got to pray for it. And we tell the kids, because there's a lot of people do a lot of things. You just can't tell people, teenagers or young adults, not to do something, especially when our generation did it, even though we're trying to be more respectful and show them. But I just say pay your debts. That's what I say. Red Brick said space soap opera. Yes. I got a lot of people voting on this soap opera thing, guys. What did Adam say when he was asked his favorite holiday? Space 1999 was one of the best space soap operas ever. That one, and what was the one that had the vampire on it? It used to come on. Can't believe. And then they did a movie with Johnny Depp in it. All right. In other news, ladies and gentlemen, Houston, Texas man accused of killing his girlfriend and hiding her body in a shallow grave. 31-year-old Derek Fisher is suspected of killing his 45-year-old girlfriend on April 22nd. And concealing her on April 27th until they found the body. He's going to appear in court later in July on the 31st. So he's not going to be spending 4th of July with family picnicking. Wow. Look, here's the thing. Pete's already told you that the wife and the girlfriend's in charge. And, and I told you that sometimes it's Christmas Eve. Oh, that's a good one. I give you credit on that one, Stephen. That's a good one. But he's not going to get to spend 4th of July drinking and partying at the lake because he killed his girlfriend. Yeah, tired of her? Forget it. I mean, I guess she was probably paying the bills since she was 45 and he was 31. He was probably like, she's paying all my damn bills. And she's like, look, I'm done paying your bills. Like, what, woman? Okay, you're still going to pay my bills. I'm just going to put you in the backyard. What does that mean? Wow. Some people are crazy. Let's take a break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do some true crime news, more true crime news for you. Those are good ones. How did the barber win the race? How did he? By a close shave? I don't know. You're better at that than I am, RW. Back in a moment. There we go. I had to put her 6 feet under and I can still hear her complain. Little Guns N' Roses used to love her. What? Pete, you almost dropped a bundle of steel on your feet. You don't do that. You drop it on somebody else's. Come on, brother. You drop it on somebody else's and say, look, they got to go home so I can do my job. Holly wouldn't have liked you dropping it on your feet. Wow. We got a lot of people voting on this soap opera one. So now I know that people like politics and soap opera. One and the same, right? My listeners like, no, Ryan, please don't go. Give us the real deal like Randy Rocket Cody from yesterday. Guys, please go back and watch that one. It's good. What did pirates call Noah's boat? All right, Steve, I'll bite. Oh, I'll bite. You got me hooked. Go ahead. That's a Southern joke because almost everybody hunts and fishes. Hunts and fishes. The ark. I love it. Oh, man. Ah, he had some shortcuts. Why the barber? Yeah, cool. That was a good one, RW. I appreciate all you guys in here having a good time this morning.
We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.calvary.com.
Steve, I think that was the best one you come up with this morning is about the ark. They all were good, but that was the best one. Steve's like, I feel comfortable in being able to make some jokes here. What about Roger Rogerson? Who's that? A very bad person. I'm gonna have to look up that very bad person. Thank you, RW.
Tune in every Monday at 10:30 a.m. for Empowered Strikes Back on WQEE, the key 99.1 FM.
Hi, this is Martin Soriano, asking you to tune into Let Go and Let God every Sunday at 9:30.
Ooh, the mirror didn't like you, huh? Woo! Let go. I have. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown with yours truly. And guess what? We got some of the original gangsters in here too. Pastor Alford, I hope you're still on with us. We'll appreciate it. Which of these classic soap operas can make a comeback from the dead? 32% say The Guiding Light, 18% say As the World Turns, 17% says One Life to Live, and all my children with 33% of the votes. And it's some Susan or something. I don't know. Susan, I don't know her name. See how much I don't. I'm going to have to look that up before the end of the show. I know there was somebody on there that everybody loved. I don't know what she made the shows. Oh, really? Wow. I'll see what I can do for you, RW SmackDown. Wow. Welcome you back in, ladies and gentlemen. Steven is on as well. Good morning to you. Talk about the song. Oh, we'll see what we can do, my friend, young man. Let's get back to some true crime stories for you. True crime. Now, here's the thing. Have you ever decided to go rent a place? Yeah, he was. He's guilty as sin, Stephen. Yes. Have you ever went? ABC's back. Susan Lucci. That's who it was. Thank you, Gail. I knew you'd know. That's why all my children's got the most votes on the poll right now. Her. I kept trying to think all morning. I don't know any of these people, but there you go. I got a lot of people that voted on this poll more right now in the second hour than I did on the poll we had yesterday, which everybody loved, was which of those serial killers were the most dangerous to you. Luke and Laura. I think that show's still on. And then like some members of One Life to Live moved over to that show. And Luke and Laura were always the thing. I think they're still the thing today. They talk about them on that show. I'm not a lady, buddy. I'm powerful, but I'm not a lady. Christopher Cross even wrote a song about Laura. That's right, Stephen. That's right. Stephen's like, look, I know this stuff. Come talk to me. Cher from Iowa's on with us. She said, good morning, everyone. I'm torn between Guiding Light and As the World Turns. I watched both. We had storms all night again. Ooh. Well, thank you. I'm very good looking. Thank you. We're going to hide that person from the channel because we got kids on here and it's going to start arguing, and we don't need that person on here with the kids on here, and it makes some people uncomfortable. There you go. I got rid of it before that person started acting up. Yeah, we got two Steves in here now. Yeah. We got Steve and Steven. That's two different names, though. All right, let's get back to some true crime. At 42, you know, when you're trying to rent a place and you go in and the person's going to show you that place. Some of you rent in the past, some of you rent now, some of you rent in the future, or whatever. Make sure you know the person really owns it, because a 42-year-old man has been convicted of fatally stabbing two people who falsely believed that, well, he was renting an apartment to them. He was renting an apartment. According to prosecutors, on June 16, 2020, Portland police officers responded to Northeast Davis Street about a possibility in Portland, Oregon, of a stabbing. Officers arrived and found two victims. And one of the victims, Nate Hobbs, was pronounced dead at the scene. And the other one was Casey Layton in second-degree murder. She went to the hospital and died from her injuries as well. The district attorney arrested the man, Philip Nelson, for both of it. According to law enforcement agents, they located him a couple of days later and booked him in the county jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Also, according to their documents, good Lord, both the people were roommates told police that they all believed that they were renting an apartment from Nelson, who was actually a squatter in the building. And watch out for these squatters. Watch out for these squatters. This is what Stephen will probably tell you too. Watch out for these squatters. And not because of what we read recently about it. Yeah, I know you guys will probably agree. He was squatting in the building. Nelson wanted more money from both Hobbs and Linton, who, when they refused, the defendants started turning their water off. And after Hobbs and Linton went into the basement where the water valve was, Nelson reportedly stabbed both of them multiple times. Gosh, in court, Nelson reportedly confessed to killing the victims, admitted he was poking the hornet's nest when he shut off the water. Suzanne Summers is what someone says. Rolling rock at 7 a.m. about to meet my woman while she wakes up for work. Oh, there you go. Tell her we say good morning. So, wow, guys. All I need is a trusty, dusty notebook for Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues is this guy. He's like, he wanted to hurt these people. Yeah, I was poking the hornet's nest, buddy. That's right. I knew that if I turned off the water, they would go down there and everything. Now, he didn't own the place. So I want to know who owned the place these people were written from someone else. That's what I want to know. Yes, it does mean you're a serial killer. We talked about that yesterday in the band I used to play in. Hungry Jello. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. Never mind. All right, we won't get into that. Yeah, man. There's some sick people in this world. He conned him. He was a squatter, conning people out. Yeah, I own this place. Yep. Forget the rags and me smell like I haven't took a bath in 2 weeks. And don't worry. This is a great apartment. Not the best neighborhood. It's only $400 a month. You got to put your own lock on the door. It includes water and includes everything. So where was he getting the water? He wasn't paying anything. He was probably ripping other people off. The Monday song, I have to figure that out. Listen to it before I talk about it. VIA with others like, So there you go. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Current conditions around the Atlanta, metro Atlanta areas, 58 degrees, now 59. Beautiful sunny skies out there, and the time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodent spreaders or greedy things at all. Mike on the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. That the vagabond, the thief, the common bum, squatters, all of them have been pushed up to positions of prestige. Yeah, they've been lifted to. You got that right, Stephen. Well, he was in somebody's place. He was conning people out of money. Of course, these are young people who don't know any better because they think that, hey, I mean, this is good price. I'm not going to get it. We're not going to get an apartment over there next to the school, next to the college for $400 a month. I don't know how much it was. I'm just guessing. With everything included. Hey, good day, everyone, says Zach Hunter. Calhoun, remember what Pete said about women. You're going to be on the couch sooner than later. It's a song about a girl who brought a gun to school and killed people because she didn't like Mondays. Oh, my goodness. Almost sounds like that song years ago by Foster the People. I'll check that movie out you've been telling me about. Charlton Heston is a mastermind actor and a stellar cast, including Chuck Connors and Edward Robinson. I'm going to check it out because you and Pete both said something about that movie. Does Zach hunt or is it just a name? Zach Hunter. I heard about the remake in 2024. Oh, yes. That's another good actor. Well, let's talk about what happened in Las Vegas right quick. What happens in Vegas don't always stay in Vegas. A 31-year-old man is in custody on suspicion of killing another man and eating parts of his face over the weekend. Oh, good Lord. I wonder if you put hot sauce on it. Ugh. Ketchup. Ugh. According to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department on Sunday, April 28th at around 4:44 a.m., officers received a report of a fight in front of a business and at the 1100 block of South Las Vegas Boulevard. I know where that's at. I lived in Vegas. So the suspect, later identified as Colin Sarr, allegedly began eating the other man's face at the bus stop. Ugh. Oh. Talking about zombies, guys. Talking about zombies. Ugh. Law enforcement responded to there because Colin and the other man were fighting. And according to KLAS TV, Colin had, biological matter in his hair, mouth, and in his clothing, and claimed that the victim had attacked him. Police said that the victim, identified as Keith Kenneth Brown was bleeding from the head and was transported to the local hospital, where doctors later pronounced him dead. Brown suffered a cut to his head and one to his eye, and one of his eyes were reported missing. This guy ate him, guys. This guy beat him bad. That wouldn't happen in Georgia. Old Colin would have been shot. Boy, you're going to try to bite me? Bam! Police would have shown it what? This dude tried to bite my eye out, so I shot his butt. Police in the South be like, yeah, that's what you needed to do there, Kenneth. That's right. That's right. You okay? All right, drag this. All right. He got shot. Drag him on to the hospital, and then we'll throw him in jail. Oh, my Lord. Law enforcement responded to the scene, and police also said, according to that, Colin was going in and out of conscience while he was in custody. During an interview, Colin allegedly said he was homeless, and he had been awake for several days because something was possessing him. Yeah, it's called a demon. Cannibalism, damn, you got that right. Real cannibalism. Yeah, it was a demon possessing the guy. He'll appear in court on Monday, April 29th, but he was hospitalized. According to police, the Clark County officers will positively identify all victims as well as the cause and the manner of death. He's possessed something, all right. There you go. He's possessing something, all right. He's possessed with that demon in him. I'm mad. Look, people get mad and fight all the time, guys. People get into it all the time. But you're not going to bite somebody's eye out. It's like Zigzag said, cannibalism is real. Damn. It is. We talked about it on the show here with Horrifying History host Brenda Gasky on the last Wednesdays of each month. She comes in and does a different story. We talked about that once. Don't say Zach Hunt. It's like saying, don't say it aloud. Beetlejuice. No, Zach Hunter is one of our great listeners here who's been with us for a while. We appreciate him. Back in a moment. We'll talk more about what's going on. In Australia, 2024, 27 women have been killed by their husbands. Oh, Lord. Are you guys not allowed just to get divorces in Australia? I mean, I know they make you guys vote, or you have to pay a fine. In America, we're like, well, whatever. I'm not voting this time. I'm voting for Mickey Mouse. RFK Jr., same difference. Back in a moment. You're welcome, Zach. I appreciate you. World's going crazy. You got that right, Cher. They do eat kangaroos there. Somebody told me they were good. So, but they're also, somebody told me the other day, that one of the gentlemen the other day told me, he was on here, he said that he had to pay a fine when he didn't want to vote in the last election because he didn't like either one of the prime ministers that were running. You know what, Stephen, I'm not going to disagree with you because I don't know anything about that, but you are right about Kate Middleton and having cancer. And then look at the King Charles. So I will look into that. I always like to look into what my listeners put in here. Now, I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Stephen. They're like deer in the States. Yep, that's what I heard. Dude, does China still eat the dogs and cats? No, I think Japan was doing that, but they're making it illegal by 2025 to do that. All right, Steve, we appreciate you. See you next time. Go to work, brother, and do your thing, man. We appreciate you being with us this morning. A lot of people do like deer and everything, but let's get back to what we were saying. Oh, zigzag. But yeah, they probably still do that in China, but then there's where the COVID virus came from. So wreck the world and shut everybody down. Except for us Americans, after like 3 months, most of us were like, hey, we're going back to work. I mean, I was working during the whole pandemic because I was on the air, but I knew people were out here going back to work. I think I told the story the other day. Yeah. Did you know that? Did you know that they did there was a festival that they canceled last year, guys, and this is serious. I talked about it in my odd news one Monday morning. Oh Lord, they had this thing where all the men came together nude. There was a nude festival. They're all nude. So people have different things. Recently, a 70-year-old hunter was diagnosed with mad cow disease. He got it from eating deer meat. Oh, yeah, Stephen. I heard that story too. And that is definitely true. No, it may not be safer now than it was back in the day. But our hunters, our hunter and fishermen, they know how to clean all this stuff and do what they need to do with it. So if you know someone who walks up to you with overalls that are camouflaged, and they give you some deer meat, it's probably going to be safe. Yeah, you can tell jokes. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We got more true crime news coming up for you this morning. Maybe do a well, we would say do dumb crook, but this last guy that biting somebody's eye out is probably about as dumb as can be. Yeah, Stephen Tracy, deer. Yeah, if a guy I tell everybody, if a guy walks up to you, and some of the deer is not safe because he's got mad cow disease. We were talking about that during the break. But if a guy walks up to you in overalls that are camouflaged and gives you deer meat, you know it's going to be pretty safe. That guy knows what he's doing. And you see heads on his wall. Yeah, he kind of knows what he's doing. Cher says, hello. Thank you for guys being with us. Which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback? All right, that's the burning question this morning on this true crime. Could make a comeback from the dead. 34% of you say The Guiding Light. 17% of you say As the World Turns. One Life to Live, 16% of the votes. And Susan Lucci and All My Children's getting 32% of the votes. Wow. Oh, wow. RW was saying that there was 27 or something like that. So many women have been murdered by their spouses earlier, husbands. And he said, you can get a divorce. And I was asking, can you not get a divorce in Australia? Because I know that they fine you if you don't vote for the prime minister there. Because someone said that the other day. That's what I learned. He said, you can get a divorce there. They just don't forgive the wife for breaking up with him. Oh, Lord. She wanted to go on and get a better man. In America, women are like, give me a better man. They snap their fingers, put us on the couch. Camo truck fenders is dead giveaway if the meat is good. Yes, and true. Yes, and truly true, Calhoun 56. That's true, brother. And 9 times out of 10, if I'm walking through a neighborhood and I see those kind of vehicles and those kind of people standing around talking, I'm like, whoa, I feel safe here. You're like, if you know what I mean. Yeah, people are just bad these days, brother. Bad. All right. So there we go. We're going to take a break. Come back. One of the reasons it's speculated that deer have contracted the mad cow disease is because an actual animal products are present with the deer feed that you can buy at the store. That makes sense. Captain Hotbun says soap operas went extinct for a reason, in my opinion. Yeah. Well, you got about 4 of them still out. But they're really not extinct, Captain Hot Buns, if you turn Lifetime Movie Network on. That's where all those soap opera actors went. And if you look at it, they got all these movies as like the cheerleader kills her mom. The cheerleader kills her dad. The cheerleader kills the other cheerleader. My ex-husband kills my ex and tries to get me back. Each one of them each movie has what used to be what considered a title of a soap opera. So they're really not gold. They're really not gold. They're really not gold. Captain Hot Buns. They're really not gold. They just been. They just mutated into Lifetime movies. Yes, nothing but trouble. Thank you for bringing that back up about the king and Kate. Both King Charles and Kate are processed. Actually, they are all royal and are not who you think you see. It's all in a movie. We're all off to the theaters in every country. It's not real. Pretty funny to watch. I'm gonna check that out. If you know the name of it, let me know. Yeah, we'll get into wrestling tomorrow as well. So we're getting close to time. I think it did for over 25 years, and that Susan Lucci was the reason for it. So I couldn't even think of her name earlier until Gail came in and told me. So I didn't know. That's how much I didn't. I watched none of these. Okay, I don't know any of these. I just know that people watched them. Just like people know that wrestling's popular and they don't know some of the wrestlers' names. You know what I'm saying? So, back in a moment. Period number 3 underway. Next. But yeah. Oh, no. You want to see the painting behind me? Sure. Which painting? Up here or up there? We got 2 of them right up there. This one right here. Let's see. I hate to take this off of here. Probably because I don't want to have to hit start over. There you go. Let's hope you can see it. To my right. That was that one. We got several in here. There's several in here. So there you go. Hopefully, I got you guys spinning and getting sick. Oh no, he spun me out of control. All right, there you go. Hopefully, I was able to get. I found this radio show by accident, one of the best accidents. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Oh, yeah. Do you know what other movies she played? She played in a couple other movies. One she did with with Christopher Walken, and they played an old couple, and their son was Brandon. Good Lord, Brandon Fraser. What's his name? I think Brandon Fraser, yeah. But do you know what other movie she played in? She played in the Loretta Lynn movie as Loretta Lynn. Stop it. You're welcome, Calhoun 66. I just wanted to get you a little sick this morning, spin you around. You were having your breakfast and your coffee. RW's Bandits. Can't wait till tomorrow for.
North Carolina's state employee health plan and Medicaid in West Virginia. Both states had appealed separate lower court rulings. This is SRN News. A prominent China scientist is allowed back.
What's your name? What's your name? That sounds like a Leonard Skinner song. What's your name? Little girl, what's your name? No, this is not a house. This is a building. Let me show you, Steve. This is an old building. This is a radio studio. There's a door to go out. There's another painting, and see, all the way down there is the exit going downstairs. Offices. It probably is, Stephen. It is. It's an old building. This used to be years ago. They call this the Hearst building. This used to be a dry cleaners, because they used to be way down there where the exit is, guys. There was a elevator that would go up and down.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but when I have kids, I want to spend my Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner. But thankfully, there's HomeAdvisor. HomeAdvisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of project. You can re-review.
Did you see all those 8 officers? Yes, shot them Monday in North Carolina. Yep.
HomeAdvisor is completely free to use.
Redesigned building of the past red brick. Yep.
Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. We're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Southern States Bank. Your community, your bank. SouthernStatesBank.net.
No, this isn't. Yeah, that's not an apartment. It's a studio inside the office building. It used to be an old building called the Hearst building, and years ago it was a dry cleaners, and below us is a bookstore that years ago was the dry cleaners, and they would go up and down for an elevator way at the end of the hall. Singing some Skinner. There we go. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, I got one for you. Oh, yeah, the foundation of the building, it's brick. Yep. It's an old building. Why do you think the guy that owns the radio station wouldn't be in this building? It's pretty cheap. Pete says there a lot of these buildings are pre-Civil War era. Yep. A lot of houses around us are pre-Civil War era houses. This downtown, because this is in downtown, and there's a lot of old homes that go back to that era, go back different eras and stuff. Kind of a classic town, guys. What does ding dong ditch mean? No, I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final period of play on this twisted True Crime Thursday. Coming up for you, we got a lot in store for you. We got some more true crime news. So don't worry. It's all gonna be good. It's all good. It's all good. Stay with us. We got that coming up for you right now on RyanORadio Penitentiary. RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host and host, Ryan O'Neal, and of course, I am the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout Out Loud. Say so across the RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, eh? And finally, ladies and gentlemen, across that, hold on, Jordan Communication and Family Radio Stations, East Alabama, West Georgia, 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern Sports, Inspirational Talk, and so much more. We appreciate you guys being with us. Well, still the sun is coming up over here on the West Coast. It is. We appreciate you guys being with us. And to all our haters, well, like Triple H says to them, tell them, Triple H, what I have to say. I am the man around here. Please like, subscribe, and share the radio station page, YouTube page, and please be a part of that because we're everywhere you need to be. You guys get a little extra coming on that page and seeing behind the scenes and get to talk with me there. All right. Sun's fun. At least we got sun, right? But out in California, it's good. When the sun comes out, it's 112 degrees. Woo. Can I go ring somebody's doorbell or knock on somebody's door and run away? I can't do that. Nobody's in here but me. Is it time for you to move, Pete, because you know all the history here? All right, which of these, since it is True Crime Thursday, we're going to get into some more true crime here shortly. Which of these classic soap operas can make a comeback from the dead? Get it? 34% of you say The Guiding Light. 16% say As the World Turns and One Life to Live. And 33% say Susan Lucci and All My Children. There you go. Thank you, Gail, for telling me her name because I didn't know. Eminem, I don't think he's on there. But have you watched AFL? Is that some football? I don't think Pete's really moving. I think he's joking. Let's go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Down there in the bayou, man. Down there in the bayou, man. Tell you what, man. All right, for all of you single people out there looking for that special someone on Tinder, TikTok, swiping left, swiping right, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea to do this. Now, Calhoun's going to say, oh, my God, my lady's alarm clock just went off. But at least she's not like this, guys. Reno from New York, my brother's on with us. All right. Police recently arrested, and we still got Zach Hunter here, right? Zach, you better still be there, brother. And I know Captain Hot Buns is still with us as well. Police arrested a woman in Houston from Baton Rouge after she allegedly shot a man in a Louisiana parking garage after they met online. Watch meeting people online, ladies and gentlemen, especially gentlemen. 23-year-old LaTora Matthews met a man on Instagram. On April 7th, Matthews reportedly picked up the victim and drove into a parking garage where the both had planned to have a relationship. Oh, I'm going to check it out then, AFL, Australian sport. I'll check it out just for you. Police allege that the victim got ready He was ready. He said, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Says you got SpongeBob up there. I'm ready. I'm ready. You know how men get when the women say, hey, I want to do it. Like, subscribe, like the page, guys. Just subscribe and share, please. This would be almost like a soap opera plot line, right? Well, as the victim was getting ready, Matthews, she shot him numerous times, causing injury that were not life-threatening. The man safely escaped from the car and sought help. He was transported to the hospital for treatment. His manhood is all intact, guys. No worries. Matthews then fled the state to Houston, Texas, but officials took her into custody and she was taken back to Baton Rouge. She's booked at the East Baton Rouge jail on charges of second-degree attempted murder and illegal use of a weapon. It's illegal to use a weapon in times of passion. So if your girl comes up to you and says, I'm going to use the gun. We're going to have fun and I'm going to use this gun. Just stay away from it. Stay away from it. Ooh. Yes, the dating profile slayer from the 80s. Hey, Pete, share everyone in the chat, Sue and the gang and Sweetleaf and our Canadian friends. Alice says, thank you for saying hey to me. Good morning, Alice, Mike, Alice, Mike, and David in Canada. Tim, Bob, Rodney K, and Sue, and Sweetleaf on the Navajo Nation. Robert in Australia, as well as Kiko in Japan, Konnichiwa, and we say hello to Sarah in New Zealand this morning and Dana in South Wales for joining us. So there you go. Red bricks. Live by the gun, die by the gun. Mother Matthews sounds like a lot of relief of Corey Matthews from Boys Meets World. Miss Matthews, why did you try to shoot this guy? You know what the problem was? Hawaii, aloha. How you doing there? Aloha. Hawaii in the house. You know what it was? She was pretty excited to meet the guy. They met in the car. Just as soon as he took everything off, she's like, whoa, that's just way too small. And she shot him. She said, I don't deal with small guys. But don't worry. The guy's manhood, they didn't even bring the guy's name up because they probably don't want none of his friends joking with him. How many of you guys would mess with your buddies? Man, you out there trying to get some and yo, that girl shot you. Oh, Lord. Anyway. Aloha says, I'm doing good, man. I was going to ask you how you are, but you seem pretty energetic. Try to stay for the show, the radio show, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining us there. Thanks for checking in and clocking in, my brother. Thank you. I'm in trouble laughing. He's laughing. There you go. I mean, ladies, tell the truth. I mean, sometimes it's all right if it's the man you love, you don't care. So some guys out there, I'm sorry, your women might just love you. But there's sometimes when a woman is just, her needs need to be met. And if it's just too small, she's just going to shoot him. So. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Yes, this is Michael. How are you doing? So far, so good.
Michael, I'm doing good. What are you trying to offer me?
Good to hear, sir. This call is about, sir, your food stamps and flex card. Have you received it or not yet?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have to take this number off here because this is a business line. So,
all right. So, sorry, sir, wrong number. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, if he was going to give me free money and food stamps, guys, I wasn't going to pick on him. We'd all take that, especially with egg prices. Come on. Shh. That's why I didn't mess with it. If he got on there saying, you need to update your insurance, I'd have messed with him. But, I mean, he was trying to give me some some money and stuff. Yeah. You know that it's illegal now because most of these phone companies, Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and the other one, T-Mobile, have sold your personal information to all these people, and that's why you get these calls. But the FCC has laid the smackdown on all of them with $2 million the other day, and that's why you're getting less calls now. Yeah. Everybody knows that 2 weeks ago, I was getting calls back to back to back in this hour. Anyway, there we go. So, ladies, make sure that I know you're taking a gun for protection, but like Miss Matthews did, but Miss Matthews should have asked this gentleman how big he was. And she wouldn't have shot him. Sir, you need to update your information. We see that you became a part of what's dragging this country down, and we need you to get your personal information in order to rob you. Yep, that's it. That's exactly what it was, Stephen. They called the radio station number. Come on. So, yeah. Yeah, it would be social services from that area. What they do is they'll call you and they'll say, because I went through it, messed with them one day. And they call you and they want to put you through all this stuff. We're going to put you through to somebody in Georgia. I'm like, but you came up with a Georgia number. Are you not in Georgia? And then they send me over to somebody. And then when you send it over to the other person, they're trying to sell you insurance. I'm like, dude, I got insurance. This guy said you were going to give me a subsidy-free money, $600 a month to help me pay my bills, and you're going to be food stamps. I was like, no, we wouldn't. I was like, well, then stop bothering this. I said, you know why? This is a professional line. Stop calling it. You got to mess with them sometimes. 17 women, probably all prostitutes. That's usually the MO with that kind of serial killer. Oh, you're talking about that girl. Yeah. She probably is. Google voice governments. Yes. She should have not gotten in a car. Guys knocked it off, and you might have just lived longer. Yep. He should have just, he should have let her know what he was working with. Instead of being a prideful man like most men are, like, I'm big. Yeah. She's like, no, you're not big. One Life to Live was good with the original Todd Manning. Here's somebody who knows about that show. And the original, and then Todd Manning, I don't know whether he became the second Todd Manning, but he went on to what that show is, General Hospital, playing Todd too. And then he was enemies with the guy that was the cop, right? That ended up being in a spinoff as a vampire. Yeah, there was a vampire spinoff from General Hospital. I knew that much. And then when they spun him off again as the vampire cop. It was all what? I don't know. They're just going to mess all of you guys' shows up. All right, One Life to Live. We got somebody who voted on that one. Who knew it? Went from 27 women killed to 36 killed in Australia. Wow. Bus Sam knew what to talk about. 21 minutes past the hour, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary, and it's currently 6 degrees in the Atlanta area, and we are. Your time and temperature brought to you by Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Newton. Oh, yeah. Wow. What did these women do to upset him so much? I don't know. She shot him, so she was upset with him. And guys, let's just say this. You need to be honest with the women. If you're not packing, just say you're not packing. But she was packing and he wasn't. So I'm only making a joke out of it because the guy's alive and the woman's in jail. So yeah. Ooh. She was packing and he wasn't. She asked him, are you packing? You see? She says, no, this is packing. And in her photo for being arrested, she's just looking at it like, you're really arresting me? Really? Really? Just because I shot that man? Look, he didn't. I knew he wasn't going to satisfy me, so I knew he wouldn't satisfy any other women, so I took him out. She was just trying to do her fellow women. She was just trying to help her fellow women out, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, her picture's like, really? I was just trying to take him out because he was going to make some other woman unhappy. It's like the song Pina Colada with the personal ads. Yeah, that's right, Stephen. That was an ad in the newspaper. She got him off of Instagram. Yeah, you want to meet up? Yeah, sure. Come on, man. Hey, baby, what's up? You want to meet up this weekend? I don't have a house, a car, any money, but I'll come hang out with you in the parking lot. She's like, sure. Come hang out with me in the parking lot. Look, she might was trying to get rid of one of them bummy guys that didn't want to work, ladies and gentlemen. Her picture looked like, really? You put me in jail for saving womankind from this bum so another woman won't get pregnant by this guy? Really? She was a hero, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go. Sorry, can't wait to be streaming. All right, buddy. You have a good day. Before the internet, the end of, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yep, that's it. See, we turned her from being the terrible predator to being taking care of all womankind, VIA with others. Sister. That's right. Now all my ladies in there be like, you know what? That girl is not so bad. Because if the dude couldn't even spring for a hotel room, think about this. He couldn't even spring for a hotel room. She's just taking care of all her sisters out there. Ain't gonna be another one making this mistake. Ain't no other one gonna make a mistake with you, son. He's probably been scared straight and keep it zipped. I know. He's probably walking into McDonald's like, hey, can I get an application? Why? I need to get a job so the next time I meet a girl, I can take her to the hotel room instead of meeting her in the car. Okay, sure. Yeah, we need somebody to flip the burgers. Oh, I'll tell you what, gentlemen, you can't even afford to take her to Burger King or McDonald's or spring for a dadgum hotel room, and you got to do it in the car. You're probably going to get shot. She was just taken up. ABC, you still here, brother? That's for sure, red bricks. I don't know. It maybe became black when she shot and hit. Now, his manhood is still intact, so no worries there, gentlemen. But this lady, she did what she was supposed to do. Look, there's probably other women out there going, I'm going to get that woman out. No way. Ain't no way they're going to keep her up in jail. That woman's defending every sister out here, every woman out here. And right now, every woman that's listening to the show and watching the show is probably going, you know what? She's not a criminal. Why don't you put her on True Crime Thursday, Ryan? She's a hero. And you know what? She might be. All right, guys. Woo, what a morning. I knew there'd be one story I'd find this morning that was going to make us laugh. Now, I'm not going to put her as the dumb crook or the dumbest of the week. She is the hero of the week for the ladies. And for the guys, remember, spring for that hotel room. A car is not as good as it was for those. Just because grandpa and grandma used to do it. She's not a good shot. She's not a good shot. Neither was he. All right. Which of these soap operas can make a comeback from the dead? 35% say the guiding light. 17% say as the world turns. One life to live's getting 60% of the votes. And all my children, 32% of the votes. I'm always armed. I have never fooled around with idiots. You see? Nothing but trouble's telling you straight up. Let me tell you what. She's saying Miss Matthews she's going to take up for Miss Matthews because she'll be like, yeah, that's the right thing. She did the right thing. Look, Miss Matthews thought she wasn't messing around with an idiot. She thought because his Instagram page said he owned money in cryptocurrency, and he was a CEO at cryptocurrency, and he was a quarterback in NFL Madden, that he was something. But then when she met him, she found out that wasn't true. I knew it. Here comes Cher. I knew it. I told you I'm not. She might have been teaching him a lesson and didn't want to kill him. You're right. She told him, look, her picture looks like, the picture of her, when she was arrested, her picture looks like, I can't believe you're. No, Matthews was wrong. It's called You Walk Away. That's right. She shouldn't have let him in her car. See, the problem was he met her in her car. And I bet he had somebody drop him off like, yo, man. Yo, sis, take me. I'm going to meet this girl, man. You know how little brother is. His real name is Robert Jones Watson, but they call him R Dog for short. So he wanted to meet up with her. You're like, yo. And his sister's taking care of him. And he dropped out of high school. Not just kidding. And he met this girl online and said, I'm a CEO at cryptocurrency, baby. I got my own company. And I'm a head quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs in NFL Madden. And then she's like, wait a minute. But baby, I'm going to have to meet you in your car. Her name was Matthews, and they didn't give his name. But yeah, you can be anything on the internet, guys. Come on. You can be CEO of cryptocurrency. You can, while you're sitting there on the computer in your sister's basement, you can be anything you want to be. Look, that could be what it was. All right, we're going to take a break. I don't know if we're going to find another story as good as this one. I don't know if we're going to find another story as good as this one, but, Miss Matthews' future husband be like, he'll be telling all of his boys, when my wife was 23, she met a guy up and shot him when she found out. He wasn't who he said he was. She liked me because I got a real job and real money. Back in a moment.
Active Pest Control offers the best services and prices to protect your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services, plus specific services. Vermin roach and flea control. Even if you can't see them, insects are all around you 24/7.
Oh my God, no! I can't do that one. That one's too. Ooh.
Best termite coverage around. Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street, Newton, 770-954.
Ooh, some of these are terrible.
Shopping for insurance doesn't have to be stressful. I'm Christy, owner of Ellsworth Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewithus.com,
Cool.
770-755-7053. We look forward to meeting you soon. You're walking, shopping, or on your favorite trail. You get that feeling somebody's coming up on you. What do you do to be prepared in today's world? Hi, I'm Holly Reese. I'm the founder of Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I'm specializing in women.
It's not all there, man.
All women of all ages have the ability to
Oh, Lord.
defend themselves effectively. With technical drills to build their survival skills, you can be your own hero. Classes and private seminars are available. Learn today.
I don't get what you on. I don't want to get you on about via, but okay. Oh, I don't get what you're on. Okay. All right. VIA with others is just having fun today. ABC. One of the many young. That's why we're not saying too much. That's why I'm keeping it all clean, because we've got some young people that made it through the line. We want to be respectful to their parents. And we've had a good day all day. Dot's just asking questions probably. Or going, yeah, that's right.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of a 45s Affair radio show, where I play all vinyl 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Noonan, Georgia.
True Crime Thursday continues on this edition of your favorite radio show, the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Everywhere, 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast, the RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio in New Mexico, Arizona, and Navajo Nation, in Canada on the British Columbia Isles, on the radio at 99.1 FM, the key, the stream, and our YouTube page as well. You made me yawn. I'm sorry I made you yawn. And let's go to Fort Dodge, Iowa. You probably have heard this story, Cher. Two brothers are in custody after their father was found dead in a ditch last week. On Friday, April 26, around 12:18 p.m., a mail carrier called law enforcement after finding human remains on his route. They found 55-year-old Dennis Jones deceased from a gunshot wound. They identified his 26-year-old son, Alec Jones, and 21-year-old Nathan Jones, because, they thought he was a gay frog. Anyway, as prime suspects, officials believe that the victim was shot at another location before the body was ditched. The victim's wife told the local news source there that the night before her husband was found dead, that she and Dennis got into an argument and that she went to bed. Criminal complaints obtained allege that the suspects planned to kill Alec Jones. The suspects planned to kill him. Alec Jones allegedly shot Dennis a number of times on April 25th and 26th before moving the body, according to the complaints. Nathan Jones allegedly conspired, aided, and abetted, and worked in partnership with Alec. Good Lord Almighty. This is in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Police served a search warrant at the home on the 2nd Avenue South and arrested Alec Jones on charges of first-degree murder and Nathan Jones for aiding and abetting. Be on the lookout for it. I bet it'd be in your local news somewhere, Cher. Woo! Wow. What does your friend? Oh, I'll send that question over to him. Nothing but trouble. You talking about Randy Rocket Cody? I'll send that over to him and let him look into it. We're gonna give him more than what he's used to doing. He's already working hard like it is. I told him, you're gonna have to hire staff, brother. I said, no, you only trust what you do, but you're gonna have to hire staff. Sheriff says that's about an hour and a half for me. Oh wow. Well, it happened last week, so it had to be on your news somewhere. You may have just missed it, but go and look for it. Probably look up your local news. probably, you could look it up when the show's over on the YouTube page from your local TV news source that you have there. Look up, it's a shooting that happened in Fort Dodge, Iowa. It's a small community, they say. Oh, you said you saw it. Okay. I thought you said you didn't see it. Wow. Those two guys look like freaking frat, as they used to say. So I want to know, was the husband beating the wife, or were the sons just tired because he's like, hey, you're 25 and you're 21, go get a job. A job? A job? I want to know what it was. Why they want to kill their dad? I mean, my dad was a butthole, but I never wanted to kill him. And Stephen is like, hey, man, we came from that generation where we knew to respect our parents, or they smack us in the back of the head. Red Brick said, yeah, that's right. Ukraine war is a cover-up in order to destroy evidence of the Red Brick past. You know, I believe that 110% that there was here. I know that the Native Americans, because I got some of it in me, I know the Native Americans were here first. And I know they had homes. And I know it wasn't all just teepees and stuff. And I believe that. I believe they built up homes and stuff. It wasn't like in Little House on Prairie where the settlers went out and picked some land and did that. It might have been in some areas because there was not everything was there. Yeah, there's no respect for parents anymore. VIA says, BS. VIA might be from Ukraine and feel like, hey, I'm in the middle of all this. And people in Russia is like, wait, I'm in the middle of all this. So VIA actually responded. So VIA probably knows probably over in the middle of all of it. Right, VIA? I know that ABC is Russian, and he says some things about the things that's going on. But yes, Cher, I agree with 110%. Some parents, they don't have respect for their parents anymore, but it had to be something to do. I feel like it was this most of the time, and I feel like it probably had to do with he wanted them to get out of the house, and they didn't want to. And the argument probably between him and his wife is, our kids are grown, they need to go get jobs and get their own places to live. And she probably was mad because mama don't usually get rid of babies all that quick. And they probably got into an argument, and these guys planned on killing them so they could feel like, okay, we can stay here. That would be my guess. That would be my guess. You know. But I might be totally wrong. They just might be pure evil and have a demon in them and kill the man for no reason. He might not even plan on ever throwing him out. I don't know. But some people are like that, guys. Not everybody's like that. Not all kids are disrespectful. That's why we don't get into, we have someone that listen here. Not everybody's disrespectful in life. It's just every once in a while. And it's sad that this happened. So we're going to take another break, 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. Oh, you heard me right. We're 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. That's right. And we're holding at about 61 degrees now, ladies and gentlemen. VIA, tell us what you think about that, what he said. I had that with my mom. I wanted to be unwhat with her. But when I was 8, I outgrew it. Oh, okay. Unalive with her. Okay. See? But some people grow up, some people don't. ABC. That's what I tell everybody. Some people do, some people don't. It's just the way it is. If you've been handed everything and your parents been giving you everything, and then all of a sudden they expect you to work. Ooh, it's hard. No, it's a real station, Triple J. WQEE radio on the radio. It's a real station, not pirate. We follow FCC rules. That's why we don't do any cussing or anything. Now, I know in the feed they're dropping some of these words, but that's the feed, YouTube feed. But I wouldn't say those on the air. I don't say them anyway, but I wouldn't. Thank you, Triple J. I like that name. Are you a Triple J because you're a Blue Jays fan? Are you Triple J because you your name is JJJ. Begins with J. All three names begin with a J. Or you just doing it because you're a Triple H fan. Cool. I used to run a couple of pirate stations in London. I like that, Triple J. Well, now you can see. It used to be pirate radio. Now you can go on the internet and do your own radio, and you can't get in trouble all that much. I mean, one day the FCC is going to take over all that because, like I said, they're taking over a lot of stuff and everything. But right now, you can still do it. But that's cool. Will you play music, do talk? What was it, Triple J? Let me know in the feed. Back in a moment. Which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback from the dead? 35% say The Guiding Light. 32% say All My Children. 18% say One Life to Live. And As the World Turns, 16% of the votes. Now, it's just random name. My name is Jay, but the triple is made up. Okay, cool. I like that, though. It's cool. Triple J. Good radio name. Back in a moment.
Expert in Medicare, health insurance, and life insurance, look no further than CP Financial. Meet Charmaine, your trusted agent. Charmaine works
It's radio.
just for you. Why settle for less when you can have the best? 706-525-5931 and speak to Charmaine. CP
There's something called that. Okay.
Peace of mind is just
That's cool. So, I even though I'm straight edge independent skeptic, I'm good with everybody. Sweet Leaf, I got to do what Sweet Leaf asked me to do. And Sweet Leaf on the Navajo Nation is going to get me if I don't do it. A bit of everything mixing, playing music I made, and collaborating with other artists. 3 J's at a time. Okay, I get it now. Took me a minute. I've never done that. I've had friends around me do it, but I've never done that. I get it now. Sweet Leaf is going to get me for not knowing that.
Is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday.
Can't take anything away unless you allow it. Ooh, I love it. Nothing but trouble. That's why her name is Nothing But Trouble. Because she's like, snap. You ain't doing this, snap.
Hey, sports fans. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m.
Way to go. I love it.
Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
You hear music to the lyrics speak to you on the deeper
Oh,
level.
what's happening?
Me and Donald every Friday on WQEE 99.1 FM, the key for our show, Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden messages that we hope will leave you feeling inspired and enlightened. We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Let's share some wisdom together.
This is Holly Meeks with Warrior Defenders. Tune in every Monday at 10:30 a.m. for Empower Strikes Back on WQEE, the key 99.1 FM.
How come you're not on longer during your radio? For 3 hours, we're on 3 hours from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I've got shows that come on after me that buy time to be on the radio, which makes it more programming with local people doing different shows, from therapists to religious shows to, a little of everything. So just a little of all kind of shows. So I wouldn't be doing a 3-hour show if there hadn't been people wanting to listen.
45 is a fair radio show where I play all Bible 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newnan, Georgia.
How you doing? Welcome back into RyanORadio. Oh. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, sports nuts, inmates, and more? You're in lockdown. That's right. And we appreciate all you wonderful people being with us this morning. And our poll question is for all. Wow, 103 votes so far. Wow. That's a lot of votes on the soap. So I say the soap operas are pretty popular, obviously. See Cher and see Gail. I guess I better start talking. I guess I better start dropping in what's going on today. Which of these classic soap operas could make a comeback from the dead? All My Children, 33% of the votes. One Life to Live, 17% of the votes. As the World Turned, 16% of the votes. And The Guiding Light taking the top spot at 34% of the votes. The Guiding Light started off on radio as well years ago, if you guys didn't know that. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Time for our daily devotion, which I hope you ain't feeling grouchy, sorry. Which the Navajo Nation leader, I don't know if he really is, I call him that because he's in the top of the chat every morning, Sweetleaf has asked me to do. Says, Ryan, you've missed it. Don't you miss it. Yes, sir, I won't. Isn't that cool? Them in a whole different belief wanting me to do that. Chief Joseph. Yes, we're going to get Chief. I'm going to follow Chief Joseph. I think I'm following Red Bricks. Hopefully so. We'll be following you guys. All right, here's our daily devotion coming from Psalms 27:8, Numbers 6, 25 through 26. And it's coming from Jesus Listens, Sarah Young, sponsored by Newnan City Church, 17 First Avenue in Newnan. She says, gracious God, sometimes I hear you whisper in my heart, I take great delight in you. I find it terribly challenging to live in a fallen world. There's so much brokenness around me and within me, but I can choose moment by moment to focus on what is wrong or to seek your face and your approval, which I do. I need to remember that you delight in me is based on your finished work on the cross, not me. Your beloved child saved by the grace through faith. This is my gratitude. It keeps me closer to you and eager to follow you where you lead. In Jesus' name, amen. There you go. Sponsored by Newnan City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the metro Atlanta area of Newnan. That's kind of bad that you aren't on longer every day. Wow. Amen. Thank you. Well, I appreciate that. I start at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and go to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate the people who like to listen to me. Makes me feel good. You're like, but it's because you listen to other people. I know. I do listen to other people. Oh, I read it wrong. I was thanking you for making me feel less grouchy. Oh, okay. Well, you are very welcome, ABC. I'm glad to be able to do that. Thank you, Red Bricks, for throwing amen up there. I appreciate that, brother. All my brothers from other mothers and sisters from other mothers out there, we appreciate all of you tuning in to the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We got a few more minutes left with you. And let's see. Results with AEW. I'm not going to go through it because this weekend is WWE Backlash in France. Man, the WWE is going to – every event is as big as WrestleMania now, just for you guys that don't know. They're not doing small little events anymore. Every event that they got, every pay-per-view they got, every event they got is a major operation now. They go to Saudi Arabia, man, that is like Royal Rumble meets WrestleMania if you've never seen it. And so I don't know what time this weekend is going to be because do you guys know what time it is in France right now? Because if they're starting at 8 o'clock there or 7 o'clock there, going to be whatever time in America. I don't get to see all of these programs to talk to our listeners who like to talk about when they go out of the country. You know, SmackDown with no underpants in France. That's right. They're going to be doing that. If Randy Orton wasn't married, he'd be doing it. Some of the other ones probably wouldn't. They're afraid, but not Randy. Christian Cage returned with a new gold last night. Be the champion or something. Swerve Strickland come out. The show opened with Tony Khan saying he would be unable to run the show from the arena, but a clip showed of the Young Bucks and everybody else. And the Young Bucks, who played a new intro video for Dynamite, go live. Swerve Strickland made his way out with Prince Nana. He brought up Double or Nothing and says he doesn't know he's going to face yet. The Bucks appear on screen and they say that they had an opponent for him. Christian Cage's music hits and he comes out with his people. Cage attacks Swerve without saying a word and drops him with the title with a kill switch. Nick Wayne even hit Prince Nana with his finisher. Well, I knew that was going to come. This will be a good match when they fight. The Bucks say the EVPs are in control now, and it's something that will come and play later in the show. The crowd chanted Christian's name during the entrance. There you go. And AEW TNT champion Adam Copeland, the former Edge, defended his title against House of Black, ladies and gentlemen, Buddy Matthews. Keeping the title, of course. Continuing their fight amongst each other. It was interesting showing how long AEW can go before Christian and Copeland are in the same storyline again. Let's see. Taz was hilarious on commentary. Matthews got a running start to apply a headlock, and it was kind of weird and moments. Samoa Joe defeated Isaiah Cassidy, moving his way back to the title. Mark Quinn did not accompany Cassidy to the ring. Joe was playing with the crowd a bit. It almost felt like he was playing babyface. Chris Jericho kept his FTW championship over Shabbat. Yeah. It was pretty good. He did a lion salt. Brian Cage took on Claudio. I don't know whether they're heels or not. I'm sorry, guys. In AEW, you don't know who heels and who are faces. We used to know that good guys, bad guys, they called them back in the day. It's only 6:53 a.m. I feel left behind. Oh, I'm sorry. Might have to move the show to later on in the afternoon so you can see it. Claudio was out first for the singles match against Brian Cage, and Claudio beat Cage. Both men look powerful. The girls match, whatever. Serena Dobb won. Return of Kenny Omega. The cleaner said he wasn't good at talking about injuries, but spoke about him being diagnosed. He said he was 24 hours away from death and was scared, and he would never wrestle again, and now he's coming back. Yeah, they're playing up that Roman Reigns type thing. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Omega said if Okada give him a few months, they can settle their feud in AEW ring. Jack Perry attacked him from behind while Okada grabbed a chair, and then the Bucks arrived, and of course the EVPs went for a trigger, and the FTR came out to make the save. Oh, there was more to this show? Oh, I guess so. Kyle O'Reilly won his match. Willa Nightingale won her match. I remember. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, whatever. That's how it went. So there you go. One of Holly's author friends is going to be at HeroCon here in Noonan Saturday, a new book. Where's that at? Hero Comics. Oh, I know where Hero Comics is. I know what you're talking about now. I have to try to make it up there. All right, well, that's your wrestling wrap-up. We'll talk Backlash tomorrow. We'll talk some sports in our UFL. We'll talk all kind of things. We got all kind of cool things we'll do. But I'm going to go ahead and end our poll this morning, man. We've been getting a lot of responses on our polls, and I appreciate every one of you. VIA, bro! Bruh. I appreciate you. Moderator, I know that much. Otherwise, I still have no idea what. He's just having a good time. 3 Cardinals are singing on my porch. They're singing, saying, work it, over and over. You have a great rest of your day, too. All right, which of these soap operas could make a big comeback from the dead? 34% say The Guiding Light. 33%. All My Children, second place. One Life to Live, fourth place, 17%. And As the World Turns is 16% with 103 votes this morning. Oh, you're getting as many votes on that as the presidential election. So we know you're interested in that now. I'm going to have to start giving some updates on soap operas. Sheila's still alive, but it wasn't really Sheila that did all the shooting. That's on what is it called? The Bold and the Beautiful or something? Yay! Yay! All right, stay tuned for Sustainable Brown Girl this morning, followed by a repeat of Empowered Strikes Back with Holly Reese and Mom Talk Radio. We have the best sports lineup for the business from 12 to 5. 12 to 2 is the Sports Beat with Richard Holder. 12 to 2 is the Rod Peterson Show with RP, Moose, and crew in Atlanta's NHL, CFL, and NFL show. From 2 to 3, it's going to be the Sports Beat with Richard Holders. At 3 to 5, Braves Country Radio with SEC college football, basketball, and even NBA and NFL, and along with Braves baseball, of course, from 3 to 5. The Rick Smith Show takes over at 5 and the best sports lineup in the business tonight. Raising Hope. Is that a show? Before there, Ryan, Mount Biden might cancel your radio show. Be careful. Oh, yeah, I better not do that. I don't want to be canceled. All right, guys, we'll see you on the flip side. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for being with us this morning. We appreciate it. And I appreciate all the new listeners that came on. I appreciate every one of you guys being with me this morning. Son. We'll be back tomorrow on the Friday edition. We're going to get some Red Brick. We got to talk. Email me. I want to get you on the show sometime. All right, guys. Peace, love, respect. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for enjoying the show. Like, subscribe, and share, and let everybody know.